For a century, the magic was tactile. We captured ghosts on silver halide. We cut stories with razor blades. We built worlds out of wood and plaster, praying for the light to hit just right. Then, the canvas turned to glass. The tools became digital. But the limitation remained the human hand. Until now. But then, everything changed. What if you didn't have to hope? What if you could actually direct your shots? Choose your camera. Pick your lens. Control your movement. What if AI video generation finally felt like filmmaking? Higgsfield Cinema Studio. Stop prompting, start directing. Today I'm giving you the complete breakdown of Higgsfield Cinema Studio, the first AI tool that lets you think like a real director. Think of it like this. Most AI video tools are like giving someone a disposable camera and saying, "Good luck." Cinema Studio? It's like handing you an Arri Alexa, a set of Panavision lenses, and a full camera crew. Except, it's all virtual. It's all AI-powered, and you don't need to spend $100,000. And the workflow is beautifully simple. You start by creating the perfect still image, your hero frame, and then you bring it to life with motion. Image first, then video. This keeps everything consistent, which is the #1 problem with most AI video tools. So let me show you exactly how this works, step by step. First, head over to Higgsfield.ai and log into your account. Once you're in, you'll see a bunch of tools at the top navigation bar. Click on Cinema Studio. That's your gateway. Now, when Cinema Studio loads, you'll notice it defaults to image mode first. This is intentional. Remember, hero frame first, motion second. We're building the foundation before we animate anything. The interface is clean. On the left, you've got your prompt box where you'll describe your scene. On the right, you've got your camera controls, and this is where the magic happens. You'll see drop-downs for camera, lens, focal length, and aperture. Don't worry if you're not a camera nerd. I'm gonna walk you through what all of this means and when to use it. Let's start with a simple example so you can see how this all comes together. Alright, let's create our first shot. I'm gonna go with something classic. So in the prompt box, I'll type, "A detective in a black trench coat standing in a rainy alley at night, neon signs glowing, cinematic lighting, moody atmosphere." Now here's where it gets interesting. Before I hit generate, I need to choose my camera and lens setup. Let me break down what these options actually do. Camera body. This determines the overall look and feel, the color science, the dynamic range, how the image handles highlights and shadows. For this noir detective vibe, I'm gonna choose the Arri Alexa 35. This is what they use on big Hollywood productions. It's got that rich filmic quality with beautiful color rendering. Lens type. This affects the character of the image. How sharp it is, how the bulky looks, the overall aesthetic. I'm gonna go with Panavision C series. Anamorphic lenses give you those gorgeous horizontal lens flares and a slightly compressed widescreen look. Very cinematic. Focal length. This controls your field of view and perspective. A wide lens like 24mm captures more of the environment. A tight lens like 85mm focuses more on the subject. For this shot, I want to see the alley and the atmosphere, so I'm going with 35mm. A nice middle ground. Aperture. This controls depth of field. A wide aperture like f1.4 gives you that blurry background. Great for portraits. A narrow aperture like f8 keeps everything sharp. Good for landscapes. For this detective shot, I want some background blur to isolate him from the environment, so I'll set it to f4. Okay, settings locked in. Now I hit generate. And wow, look at that. The lighting is perfect. The neon reflections in the puddles. The rain streaks. The detective's silhouette. This is exactly what I was going for. And notice, no weird AI artifacts, no melted faces, no wonky proportions. The camera and lens settings gave the AI a clear framework to work within. Now here's the cool part. Let's take that same prompt and change the camera setup to see how dramatically it affects the look. I'm gonna keep the same detective prompt, but this time I'll switch to a completely different setup. Let's go with camera, Arriflex 16SR. This is a 16mm film camera. Grittier, more texture, more grain. Lens, Cooke S4. These are sharp, clean lenses with a slightly vintage feel. Focal length, 50mm. A bit tighter on the subject. Aperture, f4. A bit more depth of field. Hit generate again and completely different vibe. This one feels more raw, more documentary style. The grain gives it texture. It's less polished, more street level. Same scene, totally different emotion. This is the power of Cinema Studio. You're not just asking for cinematic. You're designing the cinematic look you want. You're thinking like a DP. Let me show you one more example. This time, let's do something completely different. A Viking scene. Prompt: a Viking warrior standing on a cliff overlooking a stormy ocean at sunset. Dramatic clouds. For this, I want a more cinematic shot, so I'll go with camera. Red V Raptor lens. Hawk V light focal. Length: 50 millimeters. Camera aperture: f4. Generate, and there it is. Clean, sharp, beautiful color. The diner looks tangible. The lighting is warm and inviting. Perfect. Okay, so we've made some beautiful standalone images. But what if you want to create multiple shots with the same character? This is where most AI tools completely fall apart. Cinema Studio solves this with reference images. Here's how it works. We have to upload a clear photo as a reference image. You can do this by clicking the little image icon next to the prompt box and uploading your photo. Now, when I write my prompt, the I will use that reference to keep my face consistent across every shot. Let me try it. I'll upload a photo, then write, a woman in a leather jacket walking through a cyberpunk city at night. Camera, ARRI Alexa 35. Lens, Panavision anamorphic, 35 millimeters. Aperture, f2.8. Generate, and boom. In a cyberpunk city, looking exactly like my reference photo. The face is locked in. The lighting is incredible. The environment is rich and detailed. Now I can generate 10 more shots, different angles, different locations, different actions, and my character will stay consistent. This is huge for anyone trying to tell a story with AI. Alright, now that we've got our perfect hero frame, it's time to bring it to life. This is where Cinema Studio really shines. At the top of the interface, you'll see a toggle between image and video. Click on video. First of all, we have to select the first frame of the video. I am selecting my influencer walking through the city image. You can also add the last frame. Now, enter the prompt here in this box. After that comes the most important part, camera work. You'll see a bunch of preset camera movements. Static, dolly in, dolly out, pan left and right, tilt up and down, orbit, zoom in and out, and more. For example, I am selecting camera follows movement. After that, select the ratio, duration, sound, slow motion, and number of videos. Once done, hit the generate button. And here it is. The video is ready. Look at that. The character is walking naturally. The camera is following smoothly. The motion is fluid. No jittering. No weird morphing. This is legitimately cinematic. Now, try another example. I am selecting this image. This time, I won't use any prompt. From the camera work, I will select jib down. I am hitting the generate button. And here it is. The video is ready. And look at this. It's absolutely cinematic. Now, I will add some motion with a prompt. I am entering the prompt. The man turns towards the ocean and the boat in the sea explodes, erupting into fire and smoke, and the focus shifts to the background. For the camera motion, I will select static camera motion. And this is the result. You can see the motion, the wave, the explosion, and the VFX details are very rich. Looks like a Hollywood movie scene. Now, let's try to regenerate the same video with different camera movement. I am selecting the orbit around movement and generating the video. And look at the video. The scene adaptation capability of Cinema Studio is really outstanding. I have to say, out of this world. If you want to create this kind of video using traditional tools, you have to pay a fortune. But we just created it now. And look at this one. Can you say this video was created by an AI tool? Not really. And this one. I turned this watch macro shot into this video. And look at the result. It looks like $1 million commercial. So you can create amazing cinematic images and video clips using Higgsfield Cinema Studio. Let's talk about the elephant in the room, cost. A real ARRI Alexa 35? That's a $65,000 camera body. Panavision anamorphic lenses? Those rent for thousands of dollars per day. A red Komodo? $6,000 just for the body. A Canon MPE macro lens? $1,000. A professional DP and camera crew? Easily $2,000 to $5,000 per day. Cinema Studio gives you access to all of that, virtually, for a fraction of the cost. You're paying for compute time, not equipment rentals. You're paying for AI generations, not crew salaries. This is what I mean when I say it's the cheapest AI hack. You're not cutting corners on quality. You're cutting out the insane overhead of traditional filmmaking. Every generation is intentional. Every shot is controlled. You're not wasting money on random, unusable outputs. So here's what I want you to do. Go to Higgsfield AI, jump into Cinema Studio, and create your first hero frame. Pick a camera. Pick a lens. Write a strong prompt. Generate that image. Then animate it. See how it feels to have this level of control. You will find the link in the description. You can enjoy a special bonus with my link. So, grab it now. If you found this tutorial helpful, smash that like button, subscribe for more AI filmmaking content, and hit the bell so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.